So, Sebastian Vettel is apparently in the running for a seat at Audi. Now, we already brought you a story earlier this season going into how he could make a comeback for Mercedes, and that's pretty much not going to happen now. Look, it's looking certain as though Kimi Antonelli is going to be the second driver at that Mercedes team next season. But there is still a Audi seat up for grabs. There is still a second Sauber seat that's unfilled for next season. So how is he going to get it? Well, I already brought you a story kind of going into the scenarios of why and how that could happen. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at some of the specifics because some people in the sport have had their kind of say on things. So, two Germans are reportedly near the top of team owner Audi's list to join Nico Hülkenberg next year at Sauber. The Sun newspaper in Britain believes that Mick Schumacher is reportedly being seriously considered for the role. If you know anything about that newspaper, I don't need to say any more. But Dr. Helmut Marko told Österreich newspaper this week that retired quadruple world champion Sebastian Vettel is reportedly pushing for a return to Formula 1. Vettel harmonised perfectly with Jonathan Wheatley at Red Bull in the past. Of course, it all fits together. It all makes sense now. But yeah, I forgot that. I forgot they worked together at Red Bull. And he also knows Mattia Binotto from his time at Ferrari. It all fits together. The jigsaw pieces are falling into place. Another obvious candidate is Sauber incumbent Valtteri Bottas, who is currently in California, and he posted a photo of himself alongside an Audi R8 emblazoned with his race number 77. It seems like more than a coincidence, guys, I'll be honest. That is a weird one for sure. But then again, this is a guy that's known for posting nude pictures of himself online. Need I say any more? That's for a nude calendar, by the way. Don't get any ideas. Don't go looking up other ones. Yeah. Earlier, the Finn said he hoped Binotto's arrival as boss might change the course of his 2025 contract talks. It's going to reset the talks a bit, he said, because we have previously been in communication with Andreas and Oliver, it's now time to speak to Mattia. So yeah, for sure that will change some things, so we need to speak. Fellow Finn and former Formula 1 driver Mika Salo also thinks that Bottas is still in with a chance of retaining his seat, having been a part of the transition from Sauber to Audi so far. Salo said, "When I moved to Toyota, nothing really existed. It wasn't easy, and then I got fired in the middle of it all. I hope Valtteri will be able to reap the benefits." Not sure I forgot about though, but yeah, it's a bit sad for you, but yeah, Alpine is still being speculated, but I don't really see any point in moving there. I agree. It would be better if he could continue where he is already. I saw him in Hungary, but I didn't bother to ask him about this because I knew he wouldn't tell me anything anyway. A very Finnish response there, but yeah. I would love to see Seb back, but only if it's on his terms and only if it's, for a team that could do well. He's only going to come back for a top team because he's already won everything. He's got 4 championships, one of the most successful drivers in the sports history. Whether he's one of the best or not, we can debate that another time, but he'd only come back for a top team or a project that he feels like is going to be, the right one for him. He's not going to come back to go to an Alpine that's in chaos, or, he wouldn't be going to Sauber normally, but because the Audi money is coming in, things could change. Things could change, definitely. And at the end of the day, he's still relatively young. He's still someone who can come back into Formula 1. Yeah, he's on the older side of being in a career, but he's not he won't be the oldest guy on the grid. Hamilton and Alonso are both older than him. In fact, Bottas is only a few years younger than him. So, yeah, I'll be interested to see if Vettel comes back. I think it would be an absolute media storm and a half if that did happen, and we'll be here to cover it on the F1Chronicle.com as always, guys. So please subscribe, share, comment, follow, like, all that good stuff, and ring the bell as well to see all of our videos here on the F1Chronicle.com. And of course, we'll be back very soon for some more content, guys. So yeah, Dutch Grand Prix is coming up. Feeling excited? Let's go.